Imagine this, you hit a guy on the bike, and that person's all ready to fight, and so are you. But then you take a closer look and, oh shoot, it's Conor freaking McGregor.
That's it. Conor McGregor stops Dennis Seaver.
Yep, Conor was recently in a crash, and he says he could have died. Conor McGregor almost suffered from a terrible injury after the notorious MMA fighter was hit by a car while riding his bike. Yep, this happened in his home country of Ireland, and it's really interesting to see that it could even happen, because it's Conor, you know? The surprising part isn't that he got hit by a car, no. The surprising bit is that he almost hurt himself, because I'm not gonna lie folks, when I first heard about this, my first thought was, is the car okay? More importantly, is the person who hit Conor okay? Because if it led to a fight, then there's no way they would have had a chance against the MMA fighter.
Far enough away from danger as he starts teeing off.
Grandal looks hurt. Grandal looks hurt. This could be the end.
Big left.
This could be an early stoppage. Another first round for McGregor. This could be it.
That is it. It is all over and Conor McGregor.
You folks do realize that the Irishman can eat people like us for breakfast, right? Anyway, McGregor posted on Instagram talking about the injury. It was a video after the incident, and you could hear him say, "I could have been dead there." And of course, the driver apologized profusely to Conor. And that's when the MMA legend reassured the guy that it was all good. Here's what he said. "All good, mate. All good. Don't worry about it. I'm still here. Thank God. That's all that matters." Kind of surprising to see how all of a sudden he was all okay with that. But now there's a question on everyone's mind. How exactly could something like that ever happen? So Conor showed his injuries after being hit by the car, and yeah, they were intense. But at the same time, it was surprising that he got out of it without any serious harm, because at the end of the day, he was on a freaking bike, while the other bloke was in a metal car. Conor showed his absolutely horrendous cut that he had on his, how do I put this nicely, bum, because of the incident. Honestly, guys, he was just lucky. Seriously. To escape an accident like that with just a cut is no less than a miracle, because let's not forget that he's on a calm country road, not in some city center where you're not even allowed to drive past 20 miles an hour. So the driver wasn't slow at all. At the same time, we could see his crumpled up bluish racing bike on the ground. On top of that, there was a gray car nearby, the car that hit him and ruined his bike. But hey, at least it didn't ruin him. According to the Notorious himself, the car actually hit him from behind while he was just cycling alongside the road. And this accident has taught us something, to be honest. It's taught us that he's a human after all. Conor might be one of the scariest dudes in the UFC.
Alvarez getting loose, getting better here in this round, though.
Oh, man.
Until that.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
History has been made. Conor McGregor is the UFC lightweight champion.
And in the real world, he's an even scarier dude. Like, he's the one guy you do not want to be up against in a bar fight.
Look at that uppercut. Now, Marcus over the top, looking to finish it here. Conor McGregor, another first-round win. Wow! Ultra-impressive UFC debut.
So that's how we all see him, right? However, after the accident, the future coach of the Ultimate Fighter show was seen to be traumatized. He was shaking and he was breathless. You could see that this accident affected him a lot, and he wasn't taking it as nonchalantly as he does other things. In the video, you can also see that he ripped his cycling pants, and after that, you'll notice that there's a slight wound on his upper leg as well, but it's nowhere near as bad as the cut on his bum. Yikes. The man's gonna have a tough time sitting, to be honest. Oh, and while Conor did tell the other person it was all good, looks like he was still a little scared, because he really couldn't stop apologizing. So of course, Conor tells the guy he could have killed him, but tops it up with an, "Hey, it's all good, mate." I mean, did you expect anything else from him? Seriously. And at this point, the other guy's just straight up shaking, right? Either he realized who he just hit, or maybe he genuinely feels really bad about the whole thing. Guess we'll never know. But hey, at least Conor knows that it wasn't the driver's fault. On his Instagram account, the MMA star states that he just got banged off by a car from behind. However, he stated that it was a sun trap and that the driver couldn't see him. But that doesn't mean that he didn't take it all a bit too seriously. He stated that the guy ran at full speed toward him. and then the MMA legend thanked God that it wasn't his time. Darn, dude. Didn't know getting banged by a car was going to make you so religious. But there's something else that saved Conor as well. Wrestling. And judo saved his life, apparently. While talking on Instagram, the 34-year-old fighter thanked wrestling and judo for saving his life as well. He said these sports have given him the awareness that he needed in order to completely nail the landing, which helped him save his life. Oh, and the funny thing is, once it was all done and dusted, Conor asked the guy who hit him for a ride home. His destroyed blue bike was just lying there in the middle of the road. Funny sight, to be honest. Anyway, while he was in the car, he continued filming the guy who hit him, who said that his name was Nick. Now, of course, as expected, his fans all over the world sent him messages of support, and everyone seemed to be super concerned for the guy. He even started trending on Twitter, and then, of course, had a lot of news articles written about him. But it turns out, it isn't just one incident.
Although months ago, when I have been making steps and continually making steps to do better and be better, to see it, it's like a dagger into my heart as a young martial artist. So I'm just here to own up to that and move on. And
things, all in all, haven't been going well for the guy. Conor was recently accused of physically assaulting a woman.
Always say you're sorry.
Because I am.
You're not sorry, okay? You're not sorry.
What's going on?
Yep, Conor's accident happened just days after he was accused of assaulting a woman in the summer of 2022. Now, of course, Conor himself has denied all allegations. His spokesperson, Karen Kessler, stated that he's steadfast in his denial of all the accusations that are being made against him. But of course, that's Conor's side. Of course, he's going to deny something disgusting like that. So let's try to talk about what actually may have happened. So the woman who Conor allegedly assaulted has even stated that she's willing to travel to Spain to meet the folks in charge of the investigation. Oh yeah, I should probably let you guys know at this point, this happened on a boat in Ibiza. Hence, she's traveling to Spain. The unnamed woman has claimed that he attacked her. She said that this happened when he was celebrating his 34th birthday. On 2 yachts on July 17, 2022. Once that happened, the woman, who's also from Dublin by the way, made a formal complaint about the MMA fighter once she returned to Ireland. And now the Spanish police have confirmed that the fighter is being investigated for these claims and that the woman will be traveling to Spain to aid in the investigation. And someone close to the accuser has stated that she's got solid evidence. Yep, she has evidence of her injuries on the phone, and at the same time, she states that there's CCTV footage of the whole thing. Now, of course, this is a long process, so we won't know how it's going to turn out anytime soon, but stay tuned. That's all we have for today, folks.